Hello, champ. We're here. We're back. I'm excited. Episode 166. Crazy, crazy stuff going on. Wait, I feel like I'm missing something, right? No? Oh, yeah, the name tags. I'll fix those while we're chatting. Gosh, well, it's certainly been a very interesting um time recently in our world here. Oh wow, that's crazy, Frank. So many. Um we've had hmm, how far to go back? I think three Zilkirs have been taken down now. You've discovered the identity of one up in Tegradoth is Renan, that the Jinn, specifically the Dao, previous ruler of Tosa, that city in the Feywild that y'all went to, the desert one, a very long time ago. Seems to be running the show up there in Tegradoth. Oh, thank you, Frank. Wow. Yeah, something, Frank, more than a cookie. I'm going to send you a gift basket or something. Yeah, for 48 months. Yeah. Wow, 44
Yay.
months. That is incredible, Frank. Thank you so much. Thank you. um, right. Oh, yeah, and I'll get to that. Sorry, brain everywhere. Anyway, let's see. Everyone had their celebration in Calderul after saving the city and returning to the keep slash Zambora. Um, the crew entered the keep, and Kaylin kicked the kitchen door down and walked into the area. She didn't really kick it, but she just kind of waltzed through the house. Yeah, and heard a knocking at the front door, and there were some rolls. I was nervous, and then made it to the front door and opened it up to find Katrina Pendair, a woman that introduced herself as Katrina Pendair. She had, similar to the way that Rain has that dark, it's sort of smoke, but it's like a trail of darkness that walks in her wake and trails behind her. This woman has more of a grayish, smoky, as though flames, unseen flames, are emitting smoke that kind of trails behind her as she walks and moves and gestures and steps. Introducing herself, and I believe she shared that she's been bound to this keep for some 150 years, and knows about Ythazz, wants to need some help and can offer some help. Yeah, I said all that planning on like doing the name tags at the same time, and multitask completely failed.
Yeah.
None of the
Yeah.
name tags were fixed, so I'm just gonna take a minute and do that now. Whee! But in a moment, I'm gonna jump in and just see, like, um, how everyone's doing with this conversation. If anyone has anything they want to say or do before, she continues speaking. I did want to add, gosh, what was it now? Damn it, Dan, you should have just made a quick note. Oh well, maybe it'll come back.
It won't.
It probably won't, but it was something cool about, like, campaigning cool. And just don't know. All right. Unfortunately, well, excuse me, Beth and Melissa won't be able to make it tonight. Ryan, I'm super glad that you're here right at the top. Yay! It's nice to see you. It's nice to see everyone. Hmm, get she at Devania. Okay. So I'm gonna actually check in with a few folks that I've been a little shamefully a little ducky on. So I'm gonna try and check in with some people I don't often start off checking in with. So as this scene is unfolding, I think mostly everyone else was in the kitchen, but anyone that wanted to walk around to that front foyer where this door was answered will just say that you have. So I think I'll check in first with Aaron Wynn. Is there anything you want to say and do, Aaron Wynn, as this Katrina Pendair woman's showing up at the house?
Well, she doesn't know who that is,
Hmm.
because that was 2 characters ago.
Nice.
So I mean, what time of day is it? I'm sorry.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
also
say
distracted.
mid-morning. I have no earthly recollection.
Why
Mid-morning,
not?
10:33.
Sure. Okay, so then she's just probably just wandering around with whoever wants to wander with her, I guess. I don't know. She'll be in the scene, sure.
Nice.
I don't know.
What
I'm
about
sorry. Don't ask
that?
me to brain right now.
Okay, no worries, no worries. I'll check around. Aaron Wynn is sort of floating about, like
Erin
feeling the
Wynn is
situation out.
wherever she is needed, she is there. How
Okay,
about that?
perfect, perfect.
If someone wants to talk to her, she'll be with that person.
Okay, nice. Rain, how about you? As this person, answers at the door.
Question: does Rain have any idea who this person is?
Oh my goodness, Rain probably knows that. Well, make a perception check because I guess you didn't have a clear thing of this, but
Oh no! I'm prepared. I'm
oh,
prepared.
dice. Oh my gosh, right? I should show because PAX, right? Phil had to make some purchases.
Yay!
Wait,
Um,
what?
oh yeah, I made purchases at
Yay!
PAX, so I'll share in a minute here.
Oh, then,
Actually, while you're getting dice, I'll share. So I have yet to actually have a tray to roll my dice in. They just kind of across the desk. But I have an illithid thing. The ends all pop off. They just lock in, and it's like the two little scroll handles here. It rolls up like a scroll, and that's really fun. I don't think I'm gonna use that one. But then there's like a leathery one that like it all comes out. Oh, it's green, but it comes out like this and clicks and forms like a perimeter. That's kind of nice. I guess I'll click that together. And my gosh, what did they say the name on here? Maybe can't think of the name of this company, but the dice were really expensive.
Um,
What was it?
was that next level?
Maybe that's it. I haven't even taken out of their individual pouches. They let you take like they set two out, and you can pick the one you like the most. It's like what, $1.30, $1.60 or something, please. But they're aluminum. Was it aluminum? Yeah. And so they have like
Mm-hmm.
the other ones that I have just like roll for days. Uh but these have like a perfect amount of roll and then they stop. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, level up dice.
Level up dice. That's it. Yeah. Okay, I'm so sorry. Hopefully that killed some time for you, Mariah.
I mean, I was gonna pull a fantasy ground, but it's not working for me.
Oh, okay.
So,
What do
If
you
if we're showing off dice trays, I've got one.
Yeah,
is it a
please.
plus 8?
I got this is
I'll
a
take a
dice
look,
tray
too.
slash tower, so
What?
you can store dice in here. Yeah, it's Lego, and the
Nice.
dice
Nice.
roll down here.
That is
Well,
so cool.
it's not Lego, and someone's been messing with it.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Is that a plus 8 then?
Yeah, yes, +8.
That's a natural 24 or 28.
Nice.
Oh, okay. This face every so often is even, maybe haunted a nightmare or two. Not literally. This isn't a person that's invaded your thoughts or anything like that. But you were one oh wait, was that Brixie? No, it was Rain. It was his Rain. Were once chased from this mirror room by some sort of spectral entity.
That I felt like that was Brixie.
I know Brixie was, but Rain definitely had some encounter. It might have been just down in the room, but Rain definitely had her own encounter.
Yes. Okay, this is coming back
Mm-hmm.
because this was Child Rain went down
Yes. Yes.
there. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mason. Yeah, yep. And while it was mostly a ghostly form, this face really clicks here and there in that ghostly form. It just carefully came together in the shape of this face. It's a face that you would have forgotten otherwise, but seeing it here, it all clicks. Very familiar, freaky, not quite alive presence stands before you that you're familiar with.
And you said that we're in the foyer area.
Yes, this person's on the
Okay.
outside of the door with the door open.
Yeah, Rain is just gonna take a couple steps back to let somebody else talk to her.
Okay,
And just observe.
sounds good. All right, how about Garrick? Garrick, do you have anything cooking as all this unfolds?
Not really. Garrick's pretty new to the party, so he doesn't really have any connection here, I don't think.
Okay. Sounds good. Rowan, how about you?
I mean, Rowan being the one person that doesn't call this place home and obviously doesn't know really anything about this person that's arrived. I think the one thing that Rowan will do is use their divine sense to try and figure out I guess if they're, what does this give me? Celestial fiend or undead.
Okay.
So it's to check good and evil, but it then tells me that any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. And really, you know, as Rowan has done with things that seem to pertain to the party, Rowan will kind of take a backseat to whatever's going on.
Oh, okay. And I'm sorry, what were they against? Celestial Fiend and the first one?
Undead.
Oh, okay. Celestial Fiend and Undead. Ooh, that's... Okay, you definitely sense undead presence from her. It's a little bit different, like a tangy version of undead. Not your typical undead. Yeah.
Okay. I guess Rowan will turn to whoever I guess is going to be. I guess whoever answered the door. I don't remember who answered the door, and just say, "You have an undead haunting your keep."
Awesome. As Rowan's saying that, I think Kaylin got the door. Mort, is there anything that you want to do or say?
First, I just want to check. I guess Blueberry and Aoife went someplace to.
I think
care
they're
of
still
each
back
other,
in the
or-
kitchen. I think that
Okay.
Blueberry was staying with, and Devanya were staying with Eva's unconscious body.
Okay, all right. So yeah, Mort would head out to the. Oh yeah, if he hears the. Katrina mentioned that she's bound to the keep, he would definitely ask why. The particular reason why you're bound to the keep.
Oh. Yes. There is. It's a rather shameful story. If you wish to be bored with it, and share. But it's a rather long story.
Something that you're not proud of, I assume.
Say the least. Not a very good person in life. Fairly
Well,
far from it.
I would suppose the more pertinent question is, why have you sought us out now?
Lately, I've heard a number of unsettling things from the whispers of the undead. Whispers of the damned speak of Ythazz and his plans for... I don't know what to call his plans. Delusional, warped, evil, perhaps. I have my own personal reasons. I've very much been trying to untether myself from this keep for quite some time. My own personal reasons. I I fear that I won't be able to pursue those if Ythazz has his way.
Hmm.
Ythazz, like the whispers among the damned, speak of Ythazz's plans to subjugate powerful undead as well, most undead, help firm up his kingdom. But I rather wish not that be the case myself, and again for other reasons.
Mm. What other reasons? We've really just met in person, and I a little bit uncomfortable to speak of all this. It's a bit personal. I do wish to help, of course, and perhaps I can share as well. Out of character question, Dan, and maybe you've already explained this, and I was completely zoning out. So this, this woman, we know her as she was the one trapped in the mirror, or she was the one that trapped the person in the mirror.
Oh gosh,
It had something to do with the mirror, right?
You believe so? I believe that it was the mirror room from whence she first flew, but she hasn't said anything
Okay.
specifically.
Okay, so she was okay. But we recognize her, those who have seen her before, right?
Mort recognizes her in Rain. I think that's it. I don't think she
Okay,
had enough of a
okay.
form for anyone else.
Okay, all right. And so, who are you again?
Again, I'm Lady Katrina Pendair. Some time ago, I was heiress to a noble house in Ravenwood. Kingdom to the south. It's a small village, small city in the kingdom to the south.
Dan, is this something we would know about, or is this something that maybe doesn't even exist anymore and is historical?
Oh, make history checks. Anyone that wants to
Sure. why not?
consider that. Ooh,
Make it with my new dice.
Sure. I get a -1 on that. That'll be great.
oh no. Oh, it's so fun to be back. We're asking people to roll
Ah.
dice. What? Fucking word.
And
Why, I remember this. Yeah. The third
So that's a
one.
27 for Kaylin.
Oh. What did Rowan
11.
get? Oh, 11. Oh, all right.
8.
Oh, no, Rowan. What you got, Rain? Oh, do you need to know your modifier? I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I mean, like during the Bible, can you send a screenshot on my character sheet so I don't have to ask you?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
With 7 S's for some reason. I'm sorry. I will just take a picture and put it in Facebook chat if that's okay. It's just
In
the
the
skill
group
sheet.
or
Like
in
in
the
the
group or-
yeah, but it's just a just that one tab, just your skills. But I can send it directly if you prefer. I better
Can you send it
carefully.
direct? I am so sorry, Dan.
Oh, don't be sorry. You're good. I don't want to send this easily.
Mariah doesn't want us to know their character is secretly really
Oh.
bad.
Fancy grounds quit unexpectedly.
Nice. What's
you
this
update?
betray
probably way
party
behind.
skill? Yeah.
There is like a huge update that was out.
Oh yeah. All right, there you go, Mariah.
On my iPads.
Let's see. Ravensbrook. That's what it is. Ravensbrook.
Oh,
Eh,
Ravensbrook.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. Ravensbrook. This is pulling from like
Can you...
Valor's Call. So. Let's see.
Dan.
Yeah.
Rain was rolling a history check.
Yes. Okay, go for it.
It's 18 plus whatever my
7.
for history.
Mhm.
Oh, that is a 25.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyone with I'm gonna say because you've been living in the kingdom next maybe in the 17 or higher would have at least heard of Ravensbrook. There's a big port city in Brenneweir. Oh my gosh, this is like 5-year-old knowledge. Okay. In the kingdom of Brenneweir to the south. Directly south. Called Dauphin's Haven, which is still alive and bustling and everything
Oh,
else. You
yeah.
may have even popped in there. I can't recall.
That's where
Mhm.
Emersina's brother was for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Is that where detectives Kalen and Blueberry solved a mystery
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
about a werewolf
Yeah.
harbor
Yeah.
Yes.
stowaway?
Oh, that's
Mhm.
so
Ah.
amazing.
Mhm.
Ah! I love it. Good times. We had so many fun memories. So anyone with 17 or higher would be aware of Ravensbrook. It's a now mid-sized city or so, maybe 4 or 5 hours walk northeast of Dauphin's Haven. You don't
Okay.
know of any noble I mean, anyone with a 23 or higher, which is like 3 of you. Did you roll, Garrick? I'm so sorry. Nope. Okay.
I hit a 12. It was pretty atrocious.
Gotcha. um, anyone with 23 or higher would also know that there's currently and hasn't been for some time a noble house reigning over. Used to be. You'd know there used to be. But for the past, well, little over a century and a half or so, there hasn't been any noble houses ruling over it. It's just self-run, governed.
Okay. So that's where you're from, but why? I mean, so you have information on Ythazz?
Yes. Might I ask, to come in and sit? I haven't taken a
Sure.
physical form in some while, and
What do you usually take?
well, this is the first time I've been able to manifest in such a manner since being bound here.
Right. Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Thank you.
Sit down somewhere.
Wonderful.
We'll keep us a very close eye on them.
Okay. They'll kind of walk in and look around, wait for your lead to see which room or where you want them to sit down.
Yeah, sit down anywhere that you want.
Hmm.
Do you want some tea or
Oh,
I'll
uh,
put someone. Aaron will
yes.
go in the kitchen and start putting on some tea and
Thank you. I
give a little wave out through the door frame.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all in the flesh. And she'll look over at Rain. You look familiar, though. I don't recognize you, but so familiar. Yes. Well, what would you have me tell you?
Well, it's a little strange that you're here. We don't really know you.
Yes. Of course.
Did someone send you?
Oh.
How
no.
do you know what what we could be doing?
Well, again, I've been tethered to keep for perhaps a century and a half. Recently, thanks to some incredibly strong surge of magical power, found myself able to manifest in physical form. Don't know what that was. I was honestly hoping to ask you, perhaps a day or two ago, about the time of reality being smashed in the backyard by Ythazz.
Well, you said you had information in Ythazz, right?
Yes.
Or that just kind of look around the rest. That was probably him.
Oh.
He opened a portal outside to
Oh.
somewhere. Most likely something very powerful. Using the ley lines here.
Hey.
So
Well, I suppose a silver lining then for me. Well, I can't say that I have a lot of information that would help, but I myself believe I can be of service. Perhaps help you in some ways. Of course, still tethered to this location. But I am able to speak with the damned, and they do like to speak.
Does this information and service come without any strings attached, or?
No, I do have desires of my own, and that I could certainly use help with. I would not.
Yeah, you do.
Nice. I truthfully simply don't wish to be subjugated by Ythazz or put under his thumb or control. I should elaborate. My personal reasons. In my time in this ethereal form and traveling back and forth between this realm and the ethereal, and speaking with the damned, I've learned of others that are like me. A very long time ago in life, I served under a master, an undead creature, a lich himself, and I pursued a lichdom. At a great cost to many others. I can bore you with my upbringing and all the complicated pieces that form that the puzzle that was my life, but ultimately it came down to me to make each and every one of those decisions. My attempt failed. I did not become a lich. I was attempting a ritual from the Book of the Damned, given to me by master at the time, and it failed. My soul was chained to the book for quite some time, and when the book was removed from the property here, my soul was instead bound here. Likely as a precaution at the time from the previous owners. They are the ones that thankfully saw my plans come to an end. But in this state of being mostly dead, somewhat undead, sort of a cross between the two, I learned of others like me, and they suffer elsewhere, also under someone's rule. Are you familiar with a city called Pele?
Right.
Are we?
yeah.
You may
Yeah.
have heard about it from the other group, the all evil group, the Vasarel.
Is it in this quadrant?
No.
Is it
Then
named after a famous
Rowan
athlete?
definitely hasn't been. It's from Brazil? Oh, yeah, maybe the Pele from Brazil I have heard of.
Is it mineral, animal, or
Nice, nice. I believe it's somewhere
Uh,
far from here.
I think that a few of us have heard of it.
Oh, well, there are others there that are kept under the control of. I don't know the exact identity of the one that holds them under their power, but the dams speak of them being the ruler of that city, whoever they are.
Hmm.
They don't have a will of their own. It's tethered to the ruler. I wish to help. Wish to learn more. Help them. Can't.
And the price?
Oh, no price. This is my own desire. Well, if I could ask for anything, I would ask for your consideration and at some point, if I prove myself helpful, perhaps, helping me untether from this keep so that I may find my way to them. But I will not make it a requirement, of course.
Have you tried praying to the gods of good? Perhaps they might intercede and show you mercy?
I wouldn't know where to start. I done so much wrong.
There are many who have. None of us are beyond redemption if we truly desire it.
Who would you have me pray to?
I think that is mostly up to you. There are gods who are perhaps more inclined to listen to those who have lost their way than others, but if you search your heart, maybe one will reveal itself to you in time, if you truly desire it.
That's difficult to consider. I find myself feeling very unworthy of forgiveness. But I will consider this. Your name, kind soul?
I am Rowan.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Rowan.
May I
pray that
ask?
you find the guidance you seek.
May I ask why the change in heart? You mentioned you were going to become a lich, or trying to at one point, and then all of a sudden you stopped. I mean, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like I'm judging you because of it. I'm just curious, I guess.
No, please ask. It was not rather sudden. Well, there was certainly a moment, a very terrifying moment initially that I relived for some years, where these terrifying hooks from the Book of the Damned came out and ripped my soul from my body, threw me into the book, filled with nightmares of my own doing and many before me. So that helped me put things in perspective just a bit. Then
Sure.
a century and a half. I mean, some time ago, I saw the error in my ways. Truly, the previous owners were an adventuring party as well, and once I regained the ability to separated from the book and tethered here instead, there was something about seeing the work that they did and how ravenously they pursued doing good and helping others, and the rewards, although humble and small, also great and wondrous. Perhaps it sounds corny when I say it out loud, but that and plenty of time, and then some more time, and then quite a bit of time after that.
This seems like a really good opportunity to roll some insight.
Yeah,
I
Kaylin's
was
gonna
about to
roll.
say.
Anyone that wants
gonna-
to go for it.
I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try because
Nice.
Kaylin has 0 plus 0 insight.
You got this. You
Oh!
got this.
Well, natural 20, but there's no
Nice.
pluses, so it's just a 20.
Oh,
You have
nice.
to look at that.
Still, it's a natural 20. You got. I
Yeah.
told you. You got it. I told you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to get some kind of crown on for her.
13
20.
plus 8, I believe. I accidentally exited out of Facebook by accident.
These
Yeah.
dice are so cool.
21.
21.
Yep, there you go.
Ooh, okay.
Keyless is not failing me tonight.
23.
Oh,
Oh.
nice. Anyone else?
22.
Oh,
We're all over this.
Just a 20 for Kaylin.
We're all over this,
Oh.
and Sam's shaking
Just
her
a
head
20.
like,
Oh,
no, we're not.
It was a natural 20, but it was
Yeah,
a-
I mean,
It's just not a 20, Steph. None of us rolled a natural 20.
What
what
did you
can I
get,
say?
Erin?
Well, I rolled an 8 in the die, so that's a 7 total.
Oh, okay.
Don't ask Erin when to insight. She is not very wise.
Nice. Okay, well, even Erwin, because of what Katrina Pendair rolled,
Oh,
can tell that this is largely truthful. You get the feeling that there might be a few deeper parts to it. Almost like maybe they're a little painful. She's holding back from pulling on those strings, but sharing openly and honestly. This is nothing deceitful. And well, that then there of course was some time when I became aware of others like me. I don't believe they got this way the same way I did, but
well, thank you for sharing. It's
course.
appreciated.
of course.
Aaron, I'm guessing at this point, might bring in some tea. Tray of
Oh,
probably a couple different kinds, a couple of teapots with enough cups, some sugar. Maybe even if there's any like little cookies left over from another time, put those along there as well.
okay.
So
Well, she's
there you
gonna. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, oh. Anyway. It's tea, yes?
Caleb kind of looked at Ara and yes, it's tea.
Oh, this is. She's gonna grab some snacks and bite. So she's investigating. Oh,
So
I
how
can't.
long since you've had a body?
Too long, apparently. I can't taste any of this. Smell it.
No.
Perhaps a century and a half. There were some years that got lost while in the book.
you said 150 years. That's a long time. And were you the previous owner of this keep, or how did you find yourself in the
Oh.
keep?
The previous owners actually built the keep. Is my understanding. They would discuss it sometimes.
Yeah.
But they are the ones that well prevented me from seeing my plans through to the end as they otherwise would have. they confiscated the book. It's a rather dangerous book. And then once they dealt with the book, I was tethered here to not bother.
Dealt with the book how?
That I'm unsure of. They removed it from the premises. I don't know if they destroyed it or had it stored elsewhere. One of them returns every so often. The young wolf.
Aaron will think to the others, what if the book was in the mirror, but was taken out recently?
Could explain why Ythazz was here, maybe?
Well, he needed the ley lines for his thing.
Yeah.
But no, we've had several people come in and out of that mirror getting stuff. Is it possible to destroy something like that?
Do I remember Ythazz having a book, Dan? When Kaylin saw him when he was opening the portal?
Oh, at that moment? No. Nope, just that
Okay.
crystal thing.
Okay.
This book has been mentioned this campaign before, though, right? Because I remember shaking my head really hard once.
About they've
Just
heard
once?
about the book. You've definitely heard about the books. It did come up once or twice in this campaign, but like subtly in the background. Yeah.
What would be the damage, Katrina, if Ythazz had somehow gotten hold of the book? What would that mean exactly?
In the book are spells and rituals so dark and heinous and evil in nature that if one is not already incredibly heinous and dark and evil themselves, they will simply be driven mad or simply drop dead. I know that there are 6 or 7 copies of the book, but only one is the true book. The others are just decoys of sorts. But there are ancient wizards and illithids and creatures of arcane might and knowledge, evil, have written their darkest, most heinous, wicked spells and rituals in there. I held the book for only a few days and found it difficult to maintain my sanity. Certainly far more than I could ever sit down and decipher, likely in my lifetime. I simply focused on one of the rituals to attain lichdom. But I know there are other things that the master that I served in that time knew much more of the book. Very powerful lord.
Who was that master of yours, if you don't mind me asking?
No. While they did not go by any known name, whatever, likely the true name was known only to them, they simply went by the thought. A worshipper at the time of Vecna. From as I heard it later, this previous adventuring group managed them as well to remove them from this mortal coil.
So have you already said what you know on Ythazz, or have you already told us? Is that the information you've given us so far?
Yes,
Okay.
well, what I can offer is I have yet to test out my strength in this mortal form. I feel much stronger after whatever happened the other day. But even prior, I had no cause or reason to use the powers I've gained. Simply was here with all of you. But I was fairly powerful before. I think I can be powerful ally. I can continue to listen to the whispers of the damned. Sometimes murmurs are spoken through them with more immediacy than other means. I can tell you it's just been bothering me just a touch. There's a room that no one has gone into in this keep. No one's gone there. It's been driving me mad. It's a very useful room.
What room is that?
It's down below the room of worship. There's a room that has some jail cells of sort. The previous owners would, if transporting someone dangerous, would put someone in there. There's a room. Oh yes. Oh, Rowan. Yes.
Sorry, no, I'm going to ask this out of character.
Oh, okay.
I think when we first got here, Emil took the most interest in the chapel, and I think he found that there was something with like a pedestal to Bahamut or something like that. But I think he chose not to explore it. Am I remembering this correctly, Dan?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like that, yeah, I think
that was a load of character. Rowan doesn't know.
Nice.
As you were.
Awesome.
So it's just cells?
Oh
in the
no,
room?
that's I think there was one of you that at least spotted that, but didn't. No one went down, and it's been driving me quite mad. So yes, that room is useful, of course, circumstantially, but there is a room off of that, hidden a bit. You have to know it's there. But it's well, I don't know if it still works. Actually, I have to check, but it's a rather useful room. I don't know if I want to surprise you with it.
I would feel more comfortable if you let us know here. I mean, not that I don't, kind of not fully up to complete trust yet, if you can understand that.
Yes,
Look at me. Do I look like I like surprises?
that's a very good point.
I bet you do, Garrick. And Rowan winks at Garrick.
Garrick, then, yes. A fine point. So, yes, well, the room down there has a mechanism that might require some repair at this point. It's a sort of a ritual room. Mortimer, you appear to be familiar with the arcane and then some, and many of
Yeah,
it.
just a
Oh. Well, so you're likely familiar with a sending spell, yes. Well, this room enables you to operate a spell akin to sending, but it's coupled almost with a scrying, a visual scrying spell. You can be almost in the room with the one that you're casting sending with, and they can see your form in their presence.
Is this called the Zoom spell?
Like a holographic sending spell.
Everyone kind of sits up and is like, we had this in our keep the entire time? Are you kidding me?
Mort's very disappointed.
We didn't have to waste your spells. I didn't have to ask Mister for this. What? She just kind of sits and then takes like 6 cookies off of the thing and just starts eating them.
Everyone needs sending, don't they? Oh, and you can see she was definitely a caster in her life. Like, oh. Hmm.
That will be helpful. Yes, thank you for letting us know.
Oh, yes, just a small trifling thing.
What could you maybe tell us about the other room? The room with the mirror.
Oh. Well, that's where I'm tethered. To the mirror itself. It's a dangerous room. I've seen many.
Well, I know.
Oh, good. The mirror is powerful, incredibly powerful. The room itself helps stabilize and control the mirror. The energies from the ley lines are required to power it. If it were removed elsewhere, it would fold into a compact that you could carry on your person.
The mirror
Yes.
would become smaller.
Yes. Size of a compact, is that when you fit in your hand?
It's fascinating.
So you're telling me this whole time we could have put the mirror away and avoided so many problems?
Or our enemies could have.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, there's a command word for it.
Of course there is.
Do you know that command word?
I do not, but the young wolf likely does.
Right.
Interesting.
Funny she didn't say that to us before, but
Yeah.
okay.
Rowan will mind speak to the party. You guys know a wolf? That's so cool.
Mm,
I don't think Rowan knows who the wolf is.
right.
I'm gonna play it that way.
Awesome.
Would you mind if we stepped away and you can sit here? Arn, would you keep her company while we just kind of step aside and discuss this? Are you okay with that, Katrina?
Yes, I'm actually going to go outside and test out this body. If you hear any bangs or crashes or anything, that's likely me. I won't break anything for good.
Arn will be like, "Oh, I'm gonna follow this."
Go
Nice.
if you go that way and over the hill and then up and by that tree, there's a water slide. Do that first.
I've heard so much about this water slide. Yes. The previous owners would simply rave about it.
As she's saying this, I'm turning her and I'm pushing her out the door like, go. This is, you do not want to miss this. Go.
Arn will escort her to the water slide.
Okay.
So, this is Galen. What does everyone think? I think we should help her. She seemed truthful enough, as far as I could tell.
Very wary. Rowan, I would trust your read on what she is up to.
Oh, you don't trust my read.
No,
Great.
but him being a paladin, I think
I know. It's fine.
it's his field of expertise.
It's fine.
I believe that their desire for redemption is sincere, but I believe that redemption is a long road and that many evil deeds have been done by those who honestly desired redemption but fell short of it. I will absolutely pray for them, and I hope that if they're sincere, that they get the guidance that they need. But given that the world is at war, I'm not sure that helping them is something that we can do immediately.
I mean, what would that entail? Helping them to be untethered, do you know? Or to be whatever she means. Untethering, yes.
Are you asking me or the wizard?
I'm asking you.
I'm not sure I fully understand the situation. I mean, I don't know. You know what? Dan, can I make a religion roll to know something about what could cause a ghost to be tethered? I mean,
Yeah, go for it.
oh wow, I should not have picked religion. Well, here we go. 6 minus 1 is 5.
Ooh.
Clearly, I'm a paladin who doesn't think too much about religion.
Can us arcane people make arcane rolls? Arcana rolls?
Yeah, go for it.
Anyways, Rowan will continue talking. Yeah, I don't really understand their situation, although anyone who comes close to becoming a lich certainly was a long way down a dark path and is someone that I would not be quick to trust. Having said that, this is your war and I am your soldier, and I'll follow where you lead.
We've known someone before who was kind of on their way. And they turned out, well, okay in the end, but it was it's a lot of issues.
Sounds like it was a lot of time.
Yes, and
Yeah.
it seems like Katrina's had that to kind of figure things out.
I think there's a lot of work as well, though.
Sure. Maybe if we accept her help and
We talk to this wolf, whoever this is. Can we reach them?
no, well, I mean, they should be in town probably.
Rowan just gives you like a real weird look that there's a wolf in town. But
We could check out that fancy new room. Use that to make contact.
Yes, yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
carefully in case that's the trap. But yes.
Yeah. Is the rest of the group okay with that? To go and check out the room,
Mm-hmm.
see what it is, and then what are your thoughts on, for those who haven't spoken yet, your thoughts on Katrina?
I'm a little bit weirded out, to be honest. But, we probably need all the help we can get, so might as well.
We can see how that she can help us, and then maybe if she proves herself, we can start trying to help her maybe after everything's settled.
Definitely after. Have to be a little bit of proof to their change of heart.
Right, well, let's go and check out this room then. And then we can give her the terms. Okay. Galen will start walking
Right.
out of the room towards where they need to go.
The chapel.
Okay. You all kind of pile into the chapel and look around. I
Oh.
mean, there's pews on either side. I believe that Emil had done a bunch of work to set it up with, like a few of the different gods around. It's like just an open place of worship to any deity. Up front, I think that statue is still in place. The statue to Bahamut. You're in the chapel, the worship room.
Rowan's gonna find the icon of Sune and just stay in the chapel and pray while everyone else does what they're gonna do. And pray specifically for Katrina.
Oh, okay. All right. Is there anything you want to look for now that you're in here?
I'll just do a general investigation check to see if there's anything to
Yeah,
push,
same.
pull.
Okay, go for it. Here's sort of a booming thud from outside, and then like through the thick walls and opens. Just me. Everything's fine.
That was
First
a 9.
13. 2 plus 11.
Oh. What was yours again, Kim? 13?
No, 9.
Ugh.
Anybody else looking? Word will shut up.
Garrick rolled an 8 plus 5 for 13 as well.
Okay.
Does the party know that Emil already found it? Because I think she kind of said that somebody found it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could probably just mind ask Emil and he could tell us if we all failed. But I mean, I'm not going to stop you from rolling, but just say if we all fail.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. I honestly don't know if Caleb would remember that he found it, even if she knew.
What was the roll? Sorry.
Investigation.
So long ago.
That's a 10 for Rain.
I think Katrina hinted that somebody had found it. So
Guys, I've not rolled over single digits yet.
This is my first single digit.
you're
Oh,
saving it for
10.
combat. I admire that.
Yeah, what combat?
Dan.
Ah. All right. So no one. Sorry. Yeah,
All right.
I got a thing that I had to. No one had an 18 or higher, right? And no one's checking with Emil.
Mort will cast sending to Emil.
You don't need,
So
to, you don't need
You
to
don't need to
cast
cast
sending, you can
sending. He's in
No.
on the thing.
Oh, he's in on the thing? Well, why don't we just
Do it.
Emil? Where we've been told there's something special about the chapel room that leads to another room. Have you ever found anything like that?
There's something with the statue to Bahamut, but I didn't investigate too closely because I was a little bit worried about defiling the statue, but I mean, that's where I would look.
Interesting. Thank you. How are you doing?
Hmm.
Oh, I
Great,
can't do
getting
that.
some
No.
odd bits from you, but odd bits of your conversation. Hope you all are well.
Doing all right.
Okay,
For
good.
now.
I'm in a little bit of a precarious spot right now, but do call me if you need me.
Got it. Thank you.
Maybe.
No, I will.
You hear quiet sobbing through the mine.
Nice.
Yeah. So I guess everybody heard that, right? So since it was a mind link thing. So
I mean, it's up to you. You could have just spoken to Rowan directly or to everybody, or to Emil or everybody. You can
No.
block people out if you want.
that would have been a general broadcast. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess we'll all take a look at the Baphomet statue.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll let everyone roll. Just checking the statue. Roll one more investigation check.
Thank you, DM.
Well, now that we're focusing on it, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a 9. That's an 8 this time.
Steph.
A little better. 23.
Is it your dice that
11.
are failing you?
Investigation has never been Keelan's strong suit, so.
We were this close to him. You'll be turn it to the right. No, the other right.
Oh no.
Mhm,
Put
mhm.
the candle back.
Another 10.
11.
13 plus
Robin.
5 for 18.
Hey, all
Aaron.
right.
Is
And
our
12.
only hope?
12 plus 11 for 23.
Oh, nice. It's like Mort is walking, like everyone's kind of looking, but Mort's like going
a
around the
little too
statue
friendly
this
with
way,
the statue.
Garrett coming around that way, and you both kind of see at the same arrive at the same time. An area that can be sort of depressed and slid back in the actual structure of the thing, and that allows the entire base to pivot in one corner across the floor, revealing like a square section cut out in the floor with a ladder that climbs down into a very dark area.
Out of character, that's how it works, because I vaguely remember Felix trying to shift this by brute force.
Yes. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay,
All right.
so we can
we?
descend, or does it go down, Dan?
Yep, goes down with ladder into a dark
I will
Mhm.
area.
cast dancing lights down into the room.
Oh, okay. It's like a dank area. This has not really been accessed except for that once in a very long time.
Waves
I-
fumigated.
You can see like the dust particles come up in the morning sun through here in this room.
Shall we?
Yeah, Kaylin will go.
Right behind.
Rain
Okay.
is right behind Mort.
All right.
I'll bring up the rear with my lights.
Nice. Nice. It's not a long way down. This ladder sort of collapses on itself like an extension ladder. It drops down a second tier. It's already descended all the way. So it's probably about 14 feet down. That's it. And you're in a room that's just kind of below this portion of the keep. And you see 3 holding cells on the left, 3 on the right. It's 2 adjoined, and then a space of about 6 feet, and then 1 in the corner. Same thing on both sides. Some old wooden tables and other things set up in those spaces. And yeah, lights fill the area nicely. There's nothing like, no torture devices or anything. It really is just a holding cell, or a group of holding cells that have seen better days. They're still intact. But if you want to ever use them for anyone, you're probably going to need to fix them up first. Replace some bars and such. Yeah, what would you like to do now that you're down here?
Question. While descending down, do I see any, spirits? Like,
I won't even make you roll. In here, no, thankfully. No spirits hanging out with these prison cells. No one
Okay.
murdered in here. Or otherwise.
Cool. Aaronwin's just gonna kind of walk around, just like in the thickest like cobwebs and like the places with the most dust, just prestidigitation, just like
Nice.
I don't like all this dust.
All right. Katrina said it was an area off of this area, so let's poke around, I guess, see where we can find it.
Kaylin will investigate some of the walls. Again, 'cause she's so
Okay.
good at it.
Go for it. Anyone that wants to investigate.
That's a 15 this time.
Okay.
stepping in the right direction.
16. 15 plus 11. 5 plus 11.
All right,
How many adventures?
14.
14.
15 for Kaylin.
Okay, so Mort is the only one that has a 16, right?
Mhm.
Or higher? Okay. Yeah, along that back wall in an open space along the back wall, you find for you, I'm gonna let you hit it for free now. For you, a moderately intermediate at best system of brick depression that allows you access to another room. It kind of pushes back and then slides off in both directions into either side of the wall, revealing a good sized room, maybe like 15 feet by 15 feet. Probably in even worse shape than the room you're in. But there's a lot of like hardware style ritual stuff. There's a 3-step elevated, ring in the center. Each there's like a foot of one ring, and then it goes up by like a couple inches, and another foot, a couple inches, and then this center piece. Etched into it are the carvings that you would normally have to chalk out. Yeah, another room. The device in the middle that it's actually like a few rings that have like fallen that just seem to be laid about in the center of this little raised platform that are just on the ground and kind of not rusted, but again, seen better days, oxidizing slightly.
Rings like. Okay. All right. This is an interesting room.
Nothing hanging from the ceiling or anything like that? Or
Chains, cuffs, whips.
Yeah, nothing like that. There's, a matching circle above that seems to mirror the one on the upper platform.
A
here.
mirror on the ceiling. Great. I'm just kidding.
And different, carvings and other base runes and stuff around the walls and everything.
So these base runes are just like basic ritual runes, and then you would fill in what you needed for a particular ritual.
Yeah, if it in a hardware sense takes care of a lot of the stuff you'd have to draw out and be very precise with. It's all high precision. There are spots that sort of are recessed for different components so they won't get blown away and stuff. It's a nice setup. It's a really nice setup.
anything on the
Everyone's
wall?
gonna clean out all the runes.
And I don't really know what
Good.
Kate will be doing. She'd probably just be investigating the room some more. I don't know for anything.
We'll be checking the walls, making sure if there's anything written on the walls or any tables that have books on them or anything.
There really isn't much else in this room currently. It looks like there's a small, maybe at one point where some they're just, ruins of some planks. There was probably a couple like 3-drawer cabinets here to hold components and such, maybe a long time ago. But it's everything's just falling apart. But otherwise, the room's just wide open and has those carvings and such.
Are the carvings text, Van, or?
Oh, it's just arcane stuff, magic, runes, symbols. No text, nothing that you would read.
Can I use my? Can we use our any if we have for proficient arcana to?
Aaron's cleaning them out too.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do an arcana check on this. Yeah, just to see if I can make sense of any of this.
Oh, sure. Yeah, go for it.
That's a 20 for Kaylin. An arcana.
20, okay. More?
29.
Nice.
24.
24. Okay, it's very clever. You understand the power structures, foundational bits of arcana, and then there's a finesse to how they've tied together this sending spell with sort of the complicated nature and expensive nature of a scrying spell. You can see that they're, depending on how much time you're going to spend studying it. That's what you, even with your arcana rolls being great, you need to spend a little more time to understand, like, maybe the limitations of this, or ask, anyone that knows, like Scarlet might know, Katrina might know. Okay. But yeah, it's nice. It's nicely done. Everything makes sense. There's nothing out of place either. Nothing sneaky snuck in there.
There's no other doors in the room besides the one that we came through.
Nope, just the door you came through.
Okay. So this is the communication stuff, you think, Mort?
Kind of looks like it. Looks like it's going to take a bit of a time to figure out what's missing, the parts that are missing.
Leave it to me.
Looks like the two of you are in for their pizza session.
Probably.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we want to go up and tell Katrina that if she helps us, that will help her.
Okay. If you while you do that, I want to go out and take a walk into the woods and see if I can find out Alzea and see if they're okay.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good. I'll go and find her and let her know if anyone wants to come with me.
All right, I'll meet you back at the keep.
Okay.
Aaronwood's gonna stay down here, just clearing it out. Lights everywhere, just happy place now.
Nice. All right, so everyone's staying. Everyone else is heading back up. Okay.
Yeah. Kaylin's looking for Katrina.
All right. I mean, you hear some rustling and powerful pops outside. She's still testing out
Yeah.
her powers.
Looking in the walls.
Rain is gonna split from the group and go
Oh.
cast the temple.
Okay. All right. You start casting that. Is that an hour to cast?
Golly, you asked me, and I think it does, but I'm not
I'll double
for
check.
sure. I haven't cast it in a hot minute.
All right.
I should know my spells by now.
Now, this
Not
one's
sure.
the crazy one. Yeah, you're fine. Temple of the Gods. 1 hour to cast. Okay, so you start. You get all your components out. You get ready, and you start like laying out where you're gonna cast your thing for the day.
And then once it's once the casting's over, I'm just gonna lay and just shed a tear. Rain misses a meal.
So. Okay. All right. Well, Kaylin, you follow the sounds out to Katrina?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. You begin, you head over to head out the front door, but Blueberry runs up. Wait.
Yes.
I have to use the bathroom.
Of course.
It's not a good one, but we'll take our bio break there. Thank you, Blueberry, for your services. All right, for anyone who doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. We're going to go knock that out, and we'll catch you all right back here real soon. We'll keep our audio hot, because we are, and that way you can chat with us. Catch you real soon. Bye. All right, I'll be right back.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. It's the Mariah show. Hello, chat. What's up, chat? Can't see you. Aren't they ever chat? Hello. What's up, chat?
Literally, we're waltzing around like young Frankenstein trying to find the secret passage.
Yep.
I was tempted to say, don't worry, it's just a rat. A filthy, stinking rat.
I think the first time I saw Young Frankenstein was like hard on the heels of either Spaceballs or Blazing Saddles, and I was like, "This isn't the same movie. I don't get it." And the second time I watched, I was like, "Oh no, this is it's not the same, but it's fantastic."
Yeah, it was the first. So, well, no, actually, I think Blazing Saddles was the first. But it's amazing that set was actually from Frankenstein. He tracked down the guy who did the set. And he says, "Oh yeah, it's in my garage." So many great lines.
Yep.
Elevate me. Here? Right in front of him? No, the platform.
I've always loved Mel Brooks.
This guy's got scared to death. Hope he doesn't see right through me. Boy, I wish I knew how to swim.
All right, what's that from? I have no idea. Sorry. I'm an old fuddy.
Let's get down to business.
It's
to
from Frank?
defeat the Huns. Okay. Does that not give you an hint?
Nope, not a clue. Not a clue. Not big on Disney musicals.
When will my reflection show? Do you know that song? It's from the same movie.
Are we doing Disney movie trivia?
Yes, Frank doesn't know that.
Because that's 100%. That's 100% Mulan.
Yes. Thank you.
I've not seen Mulan.
Nope.
No, not the new one.
No, I haven't seen either of them. I mean,
really?
I mean, you need to understand people of a certain age. Disney went like this, and then Disney went like this, and we stopped watching Disney. And then Mulan was made, and that's fine. But like,
I mean,
by that point, we weren't watching everything Disney did.
Yeah.
Make a
We're
Man
watching
Out of
everything
You.
Pixar did.
Make a Man Out of You though is worth it because Donny Osmond sings it in English, and then in Cantonese, Jackie Chan sings it.
Oh, interesting.
So if you want to watch it, Yeah, if you want to watch it in Chinese, Jackie Chan is Shang, and he does the singing and everything too.
That's really cool.
He did the music video too, and it's really awesome.
Spoilery. Donny Osmond is just so freaking talented.
Oh yeah.
He only does the singing though. He doesn't actually voice him, and he just sings the one song. That's it.
You must be swift as a coursing river, with all the strength of a raging fire.
With all the strength of a great time. Guys, I have fresh pumpkin muffins.
Oh, you.
I'm sorry to hear, but I'm sure somebody will make you good muffins next time.
No, not pumpkin spice. Real pumpkin.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's pumpkin season. Doesn't mind if it's like pumpkin bread,
did you
pumpkin
bring enough
spice.
for the whole
It's
campaign?
pumpkin season.
I mean,
There's a reason the vegetable's famous for being a decoration.
You're anti. Oh wow! Learn something new every day.
Not tasty to human beings.
Frank.
So you're not on pumpkin pie. You're off the pumpkin pie.
Frank. Okay.
Very
Frank,
far off pumpkin pie.
I'll take yours. Send it on
all right,
over.
all right. Frank, I'm gonna test your knowledge even further. This is a deep vault song I'm gonna sing. I'm just gonna sing it the first few bars. I don't know if you could hear me, or if you're even there. My voice is not warmed up. I do apologize, chat. I'm just singing on a whim.
Just going by lyrics alone, I would guess somebody who's not with their either. Let's see, missing.
That's not one I recognize.
Missing their father, so I'd either go with.
Outcast. I gotta look up.
So Google is telling me this is the 90s, which is not a deep dive for Frank and I. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, Frank. I'm sorry.
No, you're correct. You're correct. Deep dive for me would be Snow White and and what was the wizard? What was the title of the movie? Mickey was the wizard. Fantasia.
Fantasia.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Fun fact. Fun fact. The live-action Sorcerer Apprentice is based off the actual Sorcerer's Apprentice.
That short, yes.
That's short, yeah.
Right.
That specific short.
I didn't know that until
It's worth watching just for Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just funny.
Yeah.
Like
The
don't
actor-
expect anything amazing from this story, but the effects are pretty good, and it's just a Nicolas Cage movie, so it's just watch
Yeah,
it.
and also the actor who is the main focus is the voice of Toothless.
Oh. Toothless or
Oh, wait, not
Hiccup.
Toothless.
Hiccup.
Hiccup.
Oh, okay.
I think for the most part, while I understand the Nicolas Cage thing, saying it's a Nicolas Cage movie is like, yeah,
That's a big blanket.
there's one movie that's been done multiple times. Nicolas Cage has done one style of acting multiple times, and that's Nicolas Cage.
It's a meme. It's
People
a
aren't
meme.
people are not tired of it, and I'm not criticizing it. But
He's
I've
just-
seen a Nicolas Cage movie. I feel like I'm good now.
Nicolas Cage is one of those actors. When you're seeing him, you're seeing Nicolas Cage. You're not.
What acting?
Yeah.
I think that's somewhat true of Nicholson as well.
Yes. Yeah. It's the same.
Damn.
Frank can only agree.
Yeah. I mean, Nicholson. Let me think. A Nicholson role that wasn't Jack Nicholson. The Shining. Maybe The Shining a little bit. But yeah,
Isn't that the one where he's the crazy guy with the axe?
Wow.
Well, I mean, you had to throw the axe in there so that we knew like which Jack Nicholson you were talking about.
Here's Johnny.
That one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because he said in an interview he based the smile off of Tom Cruise because it's a soulless smile that didn't reach the eyes.
Of course.
the song that I was singing is "God Help the Outcast" from the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I
was
have
thinking,
not seen that in
there you
a
go.
long time.
That would have been it. Yeah, there you go.
I think that was.
hungry from
I think that was just when Disney was coming out of the dark time.
Yeah.
The
yeah, Hunchback of Notre
Renaissance.
Dame. Yeah, yeah.
Because I think the Hunchback of Notre Dame is generally well regarded by the 8 people who've seen it.
It's really good.
Actually, it is really good, and the music for the musical is really good too. My dream is to be Esmeralda in the musical.
My dream is to be Marty Feldman in Young Frankenstein.
What?
It's Frankenstein.
I made the poor decision.
Wouldn't that be Frankenstein? Oh no, it's Igor.
It's Igor.
Wasn't the hump on the other side?
What hump?
So I made the poor decision yesterday to walk from my campus all the way downtown and then back to my campus. Because one, I didn't want to lose my parking spot, and two, I was just like,
That's a valid reason.
No, that's very valid.
You're making your way downtown?
yeah, I was making my way downtown.
You can't use a
Walking
trick like that
down.
when I'm taking a bite.
Yeah, and
One of us has to have a keyboard.
I mean, that was perfect timing, though. Holy crap, Ed.
So you're walking back to campus.
Yeah, and I realized what time it was, and I was playing Valorant, and it's like, shoot, I have no car, and I'm gonna be late. So I jogged back. One, that put pressure on my heart, because it's like, what are you doing? This is irregular. So it put pressure on my heart. I was just like, come on, heart, just do it. And my legs were mad at me. Because standing up, they're like so stiff from just sitting.
At that point, I would have. Hello, Uber? Yeah, please. I need to get back to campus.
Warren!
Mariah, are you alive?
Are
I'm
you
alive.
there?
I'm alive. Ugh, like my legs are so stiff though. I need a setup really bad.
Sam, have you been just hanging around children all day and you needed to talk to adults? Because I'm sorry to disappoint you. I don't think there are any adults in the room.
Yeah, you kind of short your own.
I mean, at least you guys can hold an intelligible conversation.
Intelligible.
Intelligible.
Yes. You have hit our limit exactly, yes.
I love my children. I love my children. I love my children. I love my children.
Oh my gosh, my legs.
Speaking of children, Dan is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I am thinking about
Speaking of juvenile.
You're not wrong.
and also I'm thinking about going jogging in the morning.
Go swim.
Ooh.
Tell you what, you do it, and I'll run
Here you
tomorrow
are.
morning as well.
Oh.
Well, I want to run a 5K, but I'm like really unfit to run a 5K.
They're
I
tough.
can't keep a jog, like a jogging pace.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna make myself jog the whole time.
Just start with Ring Fit Adventure.
I don't have a Wii. Wow.
Switch.
Well, I'll give you a motivational hint that I read about on the internet this week. And it's basically you run for 5 minutes every day, and on any day that you don't run, you just tack on the 5 minutes the next day. For example, tomorrow I will be running for 3 years, 21 weeks, 6 days, and 42 minutes. So.
Therein lies the problem with that plan. Yeah.
Well, let's just say that I am very unhappy with my body right now, and I'm doing something about it.
Nice.
Good.
So yeah.
Like I said, message me if you run, and I'll run too. I'll jog for something. I'll make sure I get it in.
Sounds like a plan, my dude. Yeah.
Right. The thing I was going to mention at the top of the session that I just remembered. Everyone tonight, just in case it comes in handy as the night progresses, has a DM inspiration, which is I think max bard at this level. What is that, a
Ooh,
D12?
Sam mad.
A
Sam
D-
mad.
No. This is mad. This is concerned.
Oh, because
God.
a few days ago we had our 4-year anniversary of
4-year
Stormfall.
anniversary.
November
Oh,
15th.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that
Just-
conversation.
The
Better
funny
notebook.
conversation.
We
I
get
did
to
not
bank
partake
that?
in.
Can
Sam,
we get the bank that? Yeah.
Yes,
you
can
need
back it.
sleep.
Oh, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Who needs sleep?
Oh, Sam.
Dan,
This is
I am
the
I'm a
4th weekend in a row I've had to single mom it. Definitely not anything
Wow.
close to what Melissa does, but
Doesn't take
'cause-
away from the brutality of
Nope.
3 or 4 weekends in a
Nope.
row.
Other
Yeah.
people having hard things don't make your challenges less hard.
Yeah.
because my husband has to go down to his parents' place and continue. We managed to get my mother-in-law into a care facility, so she's cared for and she's happy, which is great. But now we're starting the slow process of clearing out the house of a pack rat.
Oh
Yeah.
no. Oh.
Yep.
He's got totes that are as long as I am tall
Mhm.
and like twice as wide as me.
Mhm.
It's full, 3 of them, at least 3, full of board games.
Oh my
And that's not
goodness.
including the ones that are still in cabinets and stuff in the house too.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
My father-in-law was a board game fanatic.
Wow.
And it's
Wow.
awesome because nobody else wants them. So I'm like,
Take them
If
all.
they have to, yeah.
I mean, no one else wants to inherit them.
Put an addition on the house just for the.
Hey Sam, I saw the Critical Role logo. What shirt are you wearing?
It's the.
Oh, from Hot
You
Topic.
counted like in-
Yes, they
Mhm.
had a sale a couple of months ago, and I was like, that's like 4 shirts.
Yeah, I got the Mighty
Nice.
Nine logo, and then I got the Travel Con logo from there.
I got that one. I got the Mighty Nine group splash, and what else did I get? I don't remember.
Yeah, I ordered the Vex hoodie.
Oh,
I ordered it. I was like, it was a splurge day yesterday, so I
Nice.
bought myself some books. Bought this hydro flask. Yeah, I treated myself.
Good. Oh man, something I'm forgetting. I wanna start us back up, but there's something I'm forgetting for sure.
the name tags.
Yeah. Wee. Yeah. Thankfully they're all set. I don't know. Oh well. Right.
Dan, before we get
Yeah.
started, I'm here, but I'm gonna be lying down for just a second because
Okay.
I've been exercising my legs, and my legs are mad at me and sitting a very long time. They get very stiff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. No worries. Yeah. Rest up. Nice. Okay. Let's see. Right. So Kaylin has left the building now. Kaylin's headed out. Is anyone else who's following Kaylin to go talk to Katrina? Not Rowan. Okay. Morn?
We're just going to talk to Alzea.
Oh, you're gonna look for Azalea?
Azalea.
Azalea. I can't-
Okay.
yeah.
No worries. Yeah. Only because I just looked it up before we started. Okay. Rain, are you going with Kaylin to talk to Katrina? Oh no, I'm sorry. You're casting your thing. Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say, would Kaylin see Rain while looking for Katrina?
I imagine you're probably both going out around the same time. So yeah, I think they'd see Rain head off to one side to start casting.
Okay, because I failed to mention she would have told the party where she was at.
Oh.
So if they need,
We've slowly learned.
Yay! Level 19, yeah.
character.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say 19? We've leveled up.
Wherever you're at, yeah, 18, whatever you're at.
21.
Yeah, it's
22,
somewhere
lower
in the
2.
height. Yeah.
58.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's the thing I forgot. Okay.
worry.
Don't worry about it. Garrick, if you're not here, no problem. I'll check. Aaron, when are you following, like either Mort or Kaylin? They're heading
I
different
am
directions.
working on the rune circle.
Right. Okay, nice. Garrick,
Because
oh,
that's her happy place.
nice. Clean up.
Yeah, she's cleaning, and then while she's doing that, she is gonna light up a few runes, and then she'll use her manifest inscriptions just to see if there's anything hidden on the walls or on the floor. So, but that can be later.
Okay. All right. So you are working on that. Garrick, do you want to follow Mort and Kaylin step outside, but they're headed in different directions? You want to follow either of them?
No, I'll take notes by the circle.
Oh, nice. There is some really great machine work here in the precision of these grooves and bowls and everything else kind of worked in here.
They don't make them like they used to.
Awesome. Okay. So who have we got? All right, Mort. So you head out, and you're looking for Azalea. What would you like to do? In what way do you want to go see if you can find her?
Generally, I guess head towards the woods, but I'm going to be, knowing that just days ago there was mayhem going on. Be very wary and on the alert for any lingering effects from the craziness.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Just going to yes. I'll quickly do something as you go and look for that. Yeah, you step outside. I guess make an investigation check, or let me know if there's anything you want to. I mean, you begin walking in the woods. It's again mid-spring now, and weather's fine. There is a creek nearby that kind of runs around the main property of the house. Some of the forest life seems to have returned: birds, bees, things like that. Still, of course, it's littered. This main area around the house and throughout the woods. While there are creatures that return, there's still like the undead carcasses, and then the rotting carcasses of like the deer and other woodland creatures that we're trying to aid, and all that. So, do you want to? Oops, is there anything in particular you want to do? Or you just want to look around, or you want to? Okay.
Basically, yeah, look around and see. I don't know. I mean, Mort's actually wondering to himself, do I guess I can't remember. It's usually they would come out and meet us. It's odd. I don't know if I would, call out to her, or I guess I will.
Right. Okay. Make an investigation check, and you can do it with advantage since you're like actively calling out and doing things like that.
Okay. 23.
Okay. Good. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. So you begin calling out. There's almost a breath of fresh air, and a scent of spring, new growth, that kind of fills the air, kind of washes away a lot of the gross, acrid scent of the dead bodies and such. You see one of the larger trees with larger trunk nearby. As Azalea has done before, she typically steps out from that, takes form from the bark that kind of wraps around her and gives her form. This time, I'm going to share a picture here, but you're actually just seeing the front, like half, almost like on the mast of a ship, on the front of a ship, protrudes from the tree, but can't completely escape. Perhaps a weakened Azalea. The face looks similar, but this looks almost as though she has aged some. The features look a little more, somewhat more noble, a little more peace in them. It was very, very rigid before, very matter of fact. And the expression on her face seems a little more peaceful, compassionate, maybe kind. I mean, she was always pretty kind, but this is the. How can I share this out here? Okay, for our viewers. This is Azalea. It's still definitely Azalea. So the front half of her form, mostly from like the waist up. Oh my gosh, why won't this? Let me just drag this image. Jeez. Okay, there we go. In the tree, that's out. Mort. Mort. Looks over. You called me.
Yes, I was just. I know the past few days have been tumultuous, trying, and I just wanted to come out and check on how you made. You know, if you were okay. I see it's taken quite a toll.
Yes. I weep for those I've lost. Nearly lost myself.
I'm sorry for your losses.
There was as with most things, there's two sides to the scales. Well, there's been a great loss. The energy released has granted me new strength and rebirth many of those that fell here. Their spirits into new form. Grown stronger myself, though still recovering.
Thank you.
Glad to see you're well.
Everyone who's same for you. Is there anything we can do to help? You've done so much.
Perhaps if you know of any druids that could make the lands, give them a strengthen their fertility, I'll do all the work I can. It is my land to care for. Yours, of course. That would be helpful.
Certainly. I will head right into Zambora and see if we can get some druids together for you.
A relief. Hey, is everyone well? Did everyone survive?
Yes. Yes. Still work to be done, but we've staved off another attack on another city. Defeated one more Zolkir. But as you know, Ythazz is still around. Oh.
Have you heard word from the young Rixie?
Not since we've been back, no. Is there a way we can try?
Last I spoke with her, she went to the
city of brass to find her progenitor's parents. Not a place I can stay very long.
Same here. But it's not exactly on my top 10 list of places to be.
Mord, I truly appreciate you and your friends and all you've done to honor us and abide by our needs. I just have a great deal of appreciation for.
As do we for you. And I wanted to come out and check and express that. You did a tremendous service.
It was our honor to great good world. I was skeptical of all of you at first, I must admit.
Who wouldn't be?
Quite a bit of flying and a lot of nonsense, but truly, you're all wonderful.
Say the same for you. It's good to see you. It truly is. I was worried.
Yeah. I was worried too, Morton. Worried for you, self, all those under my care. I don't think it's quite settled yet.
No, far from it.
I'll once I recover more and rebirth those under my care, we can begin to rid the property, rid the land of these horrid corpses.
Do all we can.
Thank you. I will return to my recovery, but
I'll leave you to it.
if you have need, call again.
Certainly. And if you have anything, please. We'll do all we can with the druids.
Thank you. I'll kind of fades back in the tree.
All right. We'll head back to the keep.
Okay. In that time, Caitlin, you went out to find Katrina. Not hard to find. She's okay. So, as you walk out, I mean, you've heard some of the bangs and pops and magical, energy sounds. You see, her walking at a bit of kind of a slow pace, but determined. Across the courtyard, this opening area of the keep, and she has this again that more grayish, wispy kind of smoke from a flame that you can't see, kind of trailing behind her. And as she takes a few steps, she leans forward and flies upward, kind of like a Death Eater, but not with that much smoke, just like that soft trail behind her. Were you ever in Pele yourself?
I don't think.
No?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Can you make a perception check for me?
Okay.
Just as you're watching her kind of fly up and fly around. And she's casting some magic that you've seen before. Oh, what you got?
It's so good. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
Need
best
a calculator
perception
to
check
add these numbers.
ever.
Yeah.
Well, this big azalea picture is in the way. Let me just move that down.
Nice. Nice. She's gone.
That is. That's only 11.
Okay. So you're watching, her cast some fairly familiar magic of a few different some elemental types, some dark necrotic magic. She's just sort of using some items she's picked up, some twigs, some other things, and tossing them in the air. And you see her sometimes she'll toss it in the air and then suddenly accelerate and disappear and reappear like 30, 40 feet away, and then turn around and cast this magic quickly.
as the item descends. It's strong magic. It's very precise and it's very strong. And you know, as you're walking over toward her, she continues doing this, but then begins to descend toward you. Um, as she descends from the sky some distance away, she disappears and reappears like 5 feet in front of you. And this smoke kind of trails off and past her. And her face is the face you saw, but also, let me just quickly see if I have this. What's the word I used?
Square. Hideous.
And hideous. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Let me get back to this, and it should be in here. Please be a JPEG so I can just. What do you mean? That makes no sense. Why on earth is this not in here? I'm so sorry. I thought I had this image in here, and now it's nowhere. All right, fine. Fine, I see how it is. I'll look through my images instead. Come on, it's such a cool image. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm not going to F around with this all night, but as she
Theater the mind me, Dan.
Yep, it's a face.
Oh, what a face.
Yes. She has her face, but kind of superimposed over it, like a double exposure. It's this almost like the skull beneath it kind of overlaps. It's like the skull itself is almost the structure, and her face is kind of the phantom image that overlies it. It warbles a bit. But it kind of looks like, for the most part, it's very dark with almost like a painted kind of skull down her face. And these eyes that just kind of like pierce through you and know you. But as she lands and like like in front of you, 5 feet, and you see this, and then as she stops flying, the intensity of the smoke dies down a bit, and her face kind of returns to the one that you're accustomed to.
It was a neat trick.
Yes. Yes. Definitely stronger than I was before. That's good. Some new skills. Yeah. It was strange. Aside from the spells themselves, when I landed, I felt like I could almost know you by looking at you. I hope that it was unintentional. I hope that wasn't. I don't know if you felt that too.
I felt something.
I hope it wasn't too intrusive.
No. I've dealt with a lot of things, Katrina. That was the least intrusive thing that I've experienced. So,
Good. Good.
So we had a little talk.
Oh,
in the
yes.
group.
Yes.
So how would you want to help us with dealing with Ythazz or that?
Well, again, I can hear the voices of the damned, and sometimes when something happens elsewhere in the world, and people die, they talk. Well, those that are damned anyway. Others go to where they're supposed to go. But when dealing with a necromancer, there are plenty of damned. And so typically they're a bit angry at the ones that damn them. And that network can speak a little faster, perhaps, than others. Not immediate, of course, but sometimes things that no one else would know except those that were killed by, let's say, a lich bent on controlling the world.
So I can offer that. I have a great deal of strength, more so than I even realized in this physical form. I think those are the ways I can assist. I'm happy to assist in any fight, whether against Ythazz himself or otherwise. I don't know the extent of my powers. I feel as I landed there, there's some other newer skills of the mind that perhaps I need to test, but I don't dare test them on any of you, not without consent, of course. But perhaps.
Are you reading people's thoughts, do you think?
Oh, well, not. I think perhaps I can. When I landed, I felt almost as if you. I suppose it kind of looks around at the trees and such, as a breeze gently flows through the leaves and pushes them aside, and felt as though you passed through me, and I could feel some of your motivations, your feelings. Some images came to mind of. Yes.
What did you see?
Oh well, a rather handsome wood elf. Some machines. A small shrub of some sort, and some shame. I sensed. It was just so much, so much at once. It's difficult to separate, but I feel that perhaps somewhere in here is the ability to control that better.
That's good. The group is willing to let you help if you want, but and then once you've, hopefully you understand, but they were kind of mostly in agreement that once you helped us, especially with Ythazz, that we could help you and get you what you need.
I am grateful beyond words. I certainly don't. I'm surprised, but very thankful.
Of course. You'll be useful in the fight. So you're in the thick of things, and we appreciate you offering. You didn't have to.
It's self-serving too. I don't want to be a puppet to Ythazz.
None of us do. So.
Wonderful. Well.
Yeah, I don't know what you require, or we have the keep here. I don't know how long we'll be here or where we're going next. But you're, I guess, more than willing just to kind of do what you want. If you want to tag along or stay here until we get to that moment, that's up to you. I will warn you that one, and she'll kind of, because I'm assuming Arin's still outside somewhere. That one has been staying at the keep, so you'll have to deal with him. He's my brother, so I can
all right,
say what I want about him.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. I of course must. I'm very happy to assist in any way I can. I am tethered to the keep, so I can only travel a short distance.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
I wish to travel a great distance ultimately, but I can still assist from here. If a fight returns here in this form, I can help, or I can help again speak with the damned. If you don't wish to untether me before then.
Do you have, sorry, do you have any idea how long the untethering would take? Like what needs to be done? Are you aware?
I have the ritual for it. I recall being tethered, and from what I know from Arcana in my life beforehand, perhaps maybe a week's worth of daily rituals. But a key component would be one of those that bound me, the young wolf, or perhaps the tiefling, one of those that bound me.
Sure. Okay. That might change things. I'll talk to the group, but yeah, might be updated, but I'll
right.
let you know.
Thank you. Again, if you do decide to untether me beforehand, I will make sure that I either travel with or am readily available at your call to assist in this fight before I go and seek those of my kind.
Certainly. We're glad that you're here.
I'm glad that you're all here. It's satisfying to have a material body again. To speak with people again is lovely. I don't think that I have much of a right to be here, but I'm glad that I am.
To tell you the truth, I feel that way myself sometimes, so it's fine. Enjoy what you can, and I'll let you know, okay?
Thank you. I'm so sorry. Your name was
Kaylin.
Kaylin. Yes.
Yes.
Garrick, Rowan, Kaylin. I
It's
think
a lot of names.
Yes, I didn't. I think someone called the young wizard Mort.
Yes.
I did
Mort and Blueberry is the corgi, the dog.
Oh.
We have Rain, just the one that wears the with the cloak. And
Yes, and the one that's chasing butterflies. That's another magic user. Very much. Oh,
Aaronwin?
Perhaps. Yes, the reddish hair and
Yes.
The very bright eyes that are just taking everything in.
Yeah, that's her.
And there's one that's cloaked and.
That's Devanya.
I get the sense that perhaps she doesn't care for. Well, perhaps my undead nature. Perhaps.
There's some history there, so it'll take some time or it won't. But she won't do anything without reason. So.
Yes, well, I'm so sorry. Carry on. I'm going to continue testing my capabilities. Oh, if you or any of your friends are willing to be subjected to, open your minds to, or don't, or resist, but be okay with it, to test my other skills, I would love that. I'd love to know what I'm capable of before I head in to any battle.
I'll let them know that that's a possibility.
Okay. Understandably, perhaps no one will wish to, but which I'm prepared for. But if they are, that would be a delight.
Okay. All right. Well, have fun, and Kaylin will go back towards the key.
All right. Okay. You see Mort heading back over as well. Rain is off to the side, casting her thing. What is Aaron? You're down in that room tidying up, and Garrick, you're still like, keeping an eye on that same situation. Nice. Okay. Is there anything, Garrick, that you would like to try and like
extrapolate from this, or is this just something that interests Garrick?
Yeah, just passing curiosity.
Nice.
Seeing if there's any like interaction or like overlap between the mechanical and the arcane, maybe.
Okay. I would feel make a no. You're chilling here, checking this out. You'll see. The precision at first, just at a glance, looks amazing, right? It's so well machined, so well executed in crafting this. Um, the more time you spend, the more you find yourself perhaps almost in disbelief at how perfectly this is machined. These are things that typically are like the hardware to this is forming some of the structure of the actual arcana that flows through this ritual to help guide and analyze it, which is usually like a point of precision that is way beyond mechanical means. So there's whoever built this, it's even you might not even know how they machined it to such just specifications. Yeah, which and you do recall, of course, that Scarlet is one of the people that had this keep built century and a half ago. I'm going to quickly just switch to our battle map here and share this. It's a stock photo, so I'm so sorry ahead of time that this has a bunch of watermarks on it, but this is the Reaper face I finally found. Jeez. Boop. Here we go. This is the overlapping face that you saw, Caitlin, as she landed. Kind of this and her face kind of warbling over this before shifting back to just her face. I don't think I did it justice in the theater of the mind, so here it is.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay. Let's see. Where were we? And Rowan, are you oh, you were praying, right? And praying not just to Sune, but also on behalf of Katrina. Is there anything else you want to be up to, Rowan, while you're in here? Okay. So, Kaylin, you're walking back, you see Mort like step in the front door and go in the building just a little ways ahead of you. You climb in, Rowan. Being up and just around the corner, you hear the two of them return. Yeah, Mort, you walk in, you look off to the side, you see kind of Rowan there in the next room in prayer. Kaylin entering the doorway 15 feet behind you or so.
Mort.
Yes.
She'll kind of like hurry to catch up with him with her little dwarf legs.
Well, we're the
Oh, no,
same
that's
height.
right. That's right. Same height. That's right. I think I need to talk to the group about this. I mean, I will. I just as long as Katrina is tethered, she can't leave the keep. So any help she might be able to provide with Ythazz is kind of moot. I'll bring it up to the group, but I think we might need to untether her before.
Yikes.
She said it would take up to a week of rituals. So, I mean, we can wait until we get to. I'm not even sure that we're going to know when we get to that moment, you know? I mean, I didn't expect to see him when I did through the portal. And I was ready to go after him, honestly. So I just worry that if we wait until we can say that we can wait until we get to the moment of battle, but who knows if we'll have a week once we know when that will happen, or it might even happen when we know it will happen, you know, like when we find out
Oh, yeah,
about
there's
it.
no way of knowing. Yeah.
No, that's the group.
Yeah, I'm not keen on doing it, being in that room with the mirror for 2 weeks. Or whatever, even interacting with that mirror and trying to break the tether is making me nervous and unsure. Maybe we should talk to Shuffle Trot more about Katrina.
Sure. Yeah, that's we can do. Well, we can't use what we thought we could use, so we might have to make a trip into. Oh, they still. Do we know if they're still under battle, Dan? Were they still battling? The Zolkir, is the Zolkir still in Zambora?
I think the last report that you got. Let's see. Have you been back up there? I think the last thing that you discussed.
I mean, because we were in Zambora, because we ducked in to see Shuffle Trot, and we grabbed Arin on our way back to the keep. Because we weren't sure how many zombies would be at the keep, but then we got there and there was nothing. So
right, someone was getting tasked with getting a report and or sending a report out, but I don't think you guys looked into that. Yeah, I don't know that you guys. There was an opportunity that, like, unbeknownst to you, you might have hit it, you might have not. I don't think you all hit it to get the update on that. So you do at least know that the city's definitely still under attack.
Doesn't someone have?
I know you heard it. You did encounter whatever that was, because they were talking about all of the undead that have now also begun trying to surround the city. Now the northern part of the city, northeastern kind of, is built right into the mountainside, so that's super defensible. But the other, like, 2/3 of it are not. They're just exposed to the forest and such, and the river that runs across. Because you were all concerned about, some of the other creatures that might approach. There were flying creatures at the keep, flying undead and things like that. So I think that you maybe shared that with Councilperson Shuffled or whoever it was. But you all know that the undead are joining forces, and there might be some dangerous ones.
Yeah. Mort?
Yes.
You might have to message Shuffle Trot. I'm sorry to say. I thought one of us had a sending stone to her, but that might have been a meal. I don't know. It's not me, I don't think. So.
All right. No.
Let me mental link. Does anyone have a sending stone to Shuffle Trot?
Dan, I don't think Emil does he? I don't remember that happening, but
I don't think for Shuffle Trot, no.
No one. Okay. Mort.
It's up to me.
Caitlin will smile. Yes. Looks like it.
All right, I'll work on a decent message. We want to basically inform them about Katrina.
You can either do that or maybe see if she even can
she make her way
stop
here?
by.
Yeah.
Given a couple of days or whatever she needs to get here. Or she has a safe place that we can meet her in the city. Or a not safe place, and we can all
the
fight some
city's under
zombies.
siege, so it's a little weird.
So yeah.
Okay. I'll try to come up with something.
Okay. All right. She'll give
Give
him
me
a
a minute.
pat on the arm. Believe in you, Mort. You got this.
Oh, and then we don't have to go all the way through, but I'll give her the deets on Azalea
Okay.
Oh,
about her being reborn. Blah blah blah. We might when I talk to Shuffle Trap, she might need some druids to help clean up and
I'm
yeah,
glad
all
that
the
she's
other-
okay.
yes, very relieved. Was very worried.
Right. I'm gonna go and clean up in the kitchen because I'm sure Aaron didn't do it. And she'll go to the kitchen and start cleaning up.
Nice. All right. So does anyone have anything you want to do for the next little bit? Next hour or two? Or just continue tasks? Okay.
Aaron, curious if there's any hidden runes anywhere in the room.
Get it, get it. Oh, you use your skill there.
Yeah, look, we got him a new collar today.
Oh, Sailor! It looks like Sailor Moon. Yeah. Here's the
Oh.
little
I mean,
moon.
his name is Midnight. So
That's amazing.
yeah. So, anyways, yeah, her manifest inscription thing. So she'll light up her runes and just kind of go around like, is there anything secret here?
Ah, nice. Nothing secret.
One of these days I'll find something.
Yes, I'm positive.
And it'll be worth it.
Awesome. Thankfully in here, no secrets, no gimmicks. It's just artfully crafted, runic symbols and a setup here.
Nice.
Yeah, even as you clean things off, while the precision is still there, it's almost anything that's collected on it is not hasn't even penetrated its surface. It's very smooth and perfectly plain surfaces and such. The only thing that seems to be have been affected in here by time and the elements are the 3 rings that lay partly rusted, almost at least oxidized in the middle, piled up on one another. The 3 metal bands, each one looks a little larger than the previous out of the 3.
Are those magical at all?
They have a bunch of symbols as well, sort of wrapped around. Not really any runes per se, but like energy channeling engravings along the center and then around almost at the edge of either side, just in a little bit, a very fine etched in more of those little energy channeling channels, but it kind of looks like they're very fine in those outer 2 parts, and in the center they're much larger.
I'll do my best to clean those too.
Okay.
Magical power washing.
Thanks. Nice. All right, so maybe around maybe 12:30 or so. Katrina's gonna come back in, I think. And or kind of, cautiously open the door. It's not really her place per se. She's been offered, the spot here, but enters and looks around. She's not hungry, but just looks around. Hello, is anyone around? Hello? Anybody nearby in the keep or that wants to answer her?
Who was this?
Katrina.
Oh, okay. Like she just came through the front door.
It's like 12:30 now. She's been practicing. For
Oh,
a
okay.
couple of hours.
Hey, Katrina.
Oh, okay then. Yes. I have been testing strength and thought I'd be hungry by now, but no appetite, unfortunately. It's fine, I suppose, since I can't taste anything. Anyway, I've returned to see if you found the room. and if what condition the device is in, if it needs any repair or
Oh,
otherwise.
yeah. Let me take you down to. Yeah, let me take you down to it.
All right.
Kaylin will start taking her downstairs.
For everyone else, you see Kaylin and Katrina walking through Kiva over to the prayer room. Does anyone want to say or do anything in that time?
Board will follow because just to get back to maybe seeing what's going on, maybe with Erwin and Garrick down there to see if maybe that would help talking to Shuffle Trot.
Okay. Nice.
See if they made any progress, or should he keep working on the message?
All right, sounds good. So Kaylin is walking, Katrina behind her, and then more you can kind of follow up at whatever distance and pace you want to. Kaylin, you kind of turn to start going down the stairs, down the ladder. As you're climbing down, you see Katrina walking out to follow you, and she disappears. For everyone downstairs, she just sort of bamps into, like, poof, appears downstairs, maybe a few feet, 3 feet away from Aaron Wynn, and maybe 4 or 5 feet away from Carrick.
I'd appreciate some warning and next time.
Oh! I'm a bit startled myself. I didn't.
It's like it's all lit up with like her everything, and she's got like 5 runes going. So nope, beware. Just walk next time.
I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you.
Yeah. Oh. What are your findings? This looks so much cleaner than.
I love this.
The magic is incredible. The precision of this room,
it's amazing. Yes. And she's just clearly just enjoying this.
Nice. The rings are in terrible condition. Typically, they're floating in the center there. Those will have to be replaced, repaired.
Look over at Garrick. Could you repair something like this?
I could try. I mean, I did get some higher end tooling from who was it from? Dan, was it from the university? No, it wasn't from the university. It was from.
I think it was from Scarlet. Right? She just
it
made sure you got it.
Yeah.
You could absolutely give that a shot. If you wanted.
Yeah, I could give it a shot. I haven't really attempted anything quite this level before. Usually, I work in the precision of a thousandth of an inch. This probably is about half a thou.
Oh, that's remarkable.
You want to try?
Sure.
Give him the rings. Here you go. I mean, take your time. No rush. If you need help, definitely I will help you. It's not like do it right this instant. Just we're in the process of cleaning up.
Garrick's already got his calipers out and measuring everything.
If you wish, I think I might be able to help you focus a bit. You seem very focused already, but I might be able to add to that. Full disclosure, new power, but I feel like I can do it.
Like with coffee? Is that how?
Oh no! With the power of our minds, I can help you focus. I think.
If it's a new power, might want to practice a bit on that first, just in case.
Yes, I just and no one called, answered my call for help, but I feel very confident.
You called for help with magic?
Yes, I asked Kaylin to see who would might be. I have a great number of additional powers with this form, and with whatever happened a few days ago to give me this form, and many of them are mental. I just
I'm not super strong with mental stuff, but magic's kind of my thing. So if you wanna, I can help you with that while he's fixing these up.
Would you like me to see to allow you to better focus, and then you can let us know if it in fact helps you focus?
Sure.
Ah, okay.
Why not? Let's experiment. This is great.
Oh, wonderful. I'm going to gaze at you, just to feels like
I'll stay
something.
right back.
Yes. And she leans forward, you're like a couple feet apart one another. And
The weirdest staring contest
Yes.
between a skull and a dragon.
beautiful. She has these very, especially with the dancing lights here, very a lot of reflections in her eyes, these cobalt blue eyes. She kind of leans forward. You see some of the reddish eyebrow hairs have a glistening in it too. As you're like this close and kind of looking. You.
You're almost as shiny as I am.
Oh well, I would never presume. And she kind of leans forward a little bit more, and as you do start to feel this permeating stare, just kind of start. It's like eye to eye, but then it begins to almost like pass through you. And in the way that one might in the '90s stare at one of those posters where you've got to like cross your eyes and you see the things. You kind of your vision blurs just a little bit, unfocuses, and as it does, you also see. So there's her face, but it almost feels a little superimposed over that face from the image. You kind of see beneath it. It's her face kind of warbles about. However, it does bring your mind into this hyper focus. You would have advantage on a task that requires focus. There, that I think is it.
Is this what it's like having a normal brain?
Oh, perhaps.
Skull thing, really cool, super terrifying.
Go.
The face. People change appearances sometimes when they use magic. No big deal. You're fine.
But it's a skull?
Ish.
I don't know.
Don't even worry about it. Just don't even worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's super cool. Just don't even worry about it.
Oh.
Sorry.
It feels like it worked though?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I don't know how long it'll last. Probably not. It's about 10 minutes. Probably not terribly long, but hopefully enough to do the trick. Garrick?
It worked.
Do you wish to have me try, or do you wish to do it on your own? You seem very capable, Garrick, and I wouldn't want to push this on you.
I don't know. I mean, this isn't very much to speak of. This is all I got. Rather not mess around with, if you know what I mean.
Of course, although I must disagree. That mustache is remarkable. But yes, I understand. I will simply cheer from the sidelines then. Yeah, you can make your roll if you have a do we have anything in there for your machining? I guess not. But what is your artificing use? Is that like a dexterity? I guess this would probably be dexterity.
Yeah, it actually
or can you
I think most of my stuff uses intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we will channel that then. You can use so you'd roll a d20, you'd add your intelligence modifier, and double your proficiency, which would be, that's 6. So it'd be 12 plus the rest of yours, plus in the intelligence and the actual
roll. Cool. So let me just roll a regular d20.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of the thing. So it would be a +6 plus your intelligence plus the roll.
You sure you
Okay.
don't want to double the proficiency?
No, it is. I do want to because it's the expert tool, right? That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. So you have expertise,
What-
not just proficiency with when you're using those mastercraft tools.
What, 35? 15 plus 18.
You start working on this, and it's almost like the metal is speaking to you and guiding you. There's this element of aid from the metal itself, and maybe a deity with a 35. Uh, and you take these, you machine them. Is there anything in particular you want to do as you kind of polish these up and get them in working order?
Yeah, he'll just he'll chuck up his lathe. Of course, we're making rings, right? So he'll put the raw material in his lathe and then just start going to town. He'll start taking off a little bit at a time, and then right when he's at the cusp of of being over or under, he'll take a gamble and make one more tiny pass, and then measure everything up. Holy crap! That
How
did
big-
nuts.
How big are these rings, Dan?
The first one, the smallest one's probably maybe 1.5 feet from one side to the other. Next one up's maybe like closer to.
So they're big.
Yeah. Each one goes up by not quite a foot. It's like another 8 to 10 inches for each one.
How many rings are there? 3
in total.
So the biggest one's like a hula hoop.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, they're expertly crafted with the same level of insane precision that these other ones have. Oh, it went well then. Yeah, so it looks fine.
Yeah, well, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah, let's use it.
There are sections for the 3 rings to be sat down in this upper pedestal part here. You just lay them on their sides in the little grooves meant for them. I believe you lay them down there, and it takes over.
So when he lays it down inside the groove, it's a suction fit. So it basically just slowly sits in.
Nice.
As the air comes out.
Beautiful. That's so amazing. As the third and final one sinks slowly into its own, and you hits bottom, they light up, and you can see arcane energy from these ley lines is starting to get channeled through this area. At least one of they intersect in the backyards. This is one of the ley lines that runs through. They're not close enough to like the mirror room to harness the power of all 3, but you start getting that hum, that arcane 60 cycle hum, and things start lighting up. The metal itself resonates this rapidly increasing frequency until you almost can't hear it or see its vibration anymore, and it gets a bit of a luminescent hue to it, ever so slight. Everything kind of starts lighting up, and the 3 rings come up and kind of hover around one another for a minute before each one starts spinning in a different direction. The center one spins so fast that it becomes a globe of white. It looks like you would almost have to animate it if you wanted to get this look, but like a bunch of black scribbles that are moving around like really fast in different directions on this white ball in the center, and then the other 2 just kind of obscure it ever so slightly with the speed of their spin.
Oh, there is nothing better than this.
Oh, it's remarkable. Yes, they used to talk to other people. You can see them. It just fills the room, a bit of the area around the people you're speaking with, and part of you around this room fills where they are.
I'm imagining like Star Wars.
With the thing, yeah, the projection thing. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Yep. Or Mass Effect. think they have a lot of that in Mass Effect 3. All right. So there are buddy. I don't recall all the limitations. I don't think I would go into this assuming it can be done once a day, but perhaps it can be done more frequently. But if there's someone you wish to try and reach out to,
Before I do that, Dan, if I take a little while and just like attune, quote unquote, but not really, just kind of sit and examine it, can I figure out its properties?
you make an Arcana check if you want. See if you can sort some of it out. Okay.
Uh,
Isn't that right below you? Safe. Yeah.
poor buddy. Lucky number 13.
Oh, okay. Tricky to say. It's pretty advanced stuff. You do notice that there are spots for components, so it might be you might be able to alter, some of its properties, whether that's the use, like how frequently.
Wait. Let me add my DM die to that, which is a D12, right?
Okay, it is. Yep. It's max bard, which I think is D12.
Hang on, sorry. 22.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Nice. All right, let me take a look here. And all of that. All right. So it's still pretty advanced magic, but you can tell that as it's being used right now, it can be used.
I'm the Mister in waiting. My advanced magic is my thing.
Yes. Certainly this is not something for regular lay folks, lay wizards and lay sorcerers and stuff. You can tell that as is, you can use it once a day. It follows sending spell for the most part, where except the difficulty in reaching across planes is likely greater. I mean, with a 22, you can probably tell. I mean, there's fine details, right? But like you say, it's advanced magic is your jam.
I love high level mage.
Yeah, nice. You also tell that with the different components, you probably can, expend the typical, like the scrying components. You might be able to do it at an additional time if you have the components of whatever it costs to be able to scry. But you can also tell it consumes the ingredient. But it's a pretty potent thing. Sometimes being able to see where someone is and their surroundings, might make a difference. But
being able to see in like IMAX as opposed to like the scry eye.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, wait. So wait, if this thing uses scrying, then can other people see it, or is it just the person using it seeing it?
The person you connect with. So like with sending.
Well, no, sorry. I mean, like if Aaron was scrying on someone, could other people in the room see what's being projected as the scry? Like, is it projected like a movie, or is it just in the one person's head?
Nope, it's projected in the space.
Okay, so other people in the room could see a scry.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, you can't cast scrying through. It's just scrying and sending tied together partially to give you like a 3D projection of speaking with someone.
Okay.
Yeah, but it seems fairly straightforward. Just one of those interesting advancements in technology, and arcane technology. Yeah.
So once a day, you might be able to, again, consume some of the ingredients to do it more than once. Yeah, and it'll share your space, the little surrounding the circumference of the circle, that upper ring that it's on. It'll show that, so you need to be standing on one of the 3 tiers of the rings, and about that same space will be shown with the person you're speaking with. Is there anyone that you want to, like, basically you go through the motions of casting, sending.
I'll look over to Morton. Didn't you want to talk to Scarlet?
Yeah. But I want to do that privately, if that's okay.
Yeah, just see if the city's still in one piece.
Yeah.
See who's in the Zulkir or whatever.
Yeah, that yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And,
All right.
so sorry, please go ahead.
No, I just said all right. All right.
If I recall, when the previous adventurers used this a very long time ago, you can send a message first. The recipient can choose whether or not to accept this. For privacy's sake, but
Would you like to use video?
yes, you might
Yes,
want
sir.
to let them know that what they're accepting entails an exchange of surroundings. They did not consider that when they made it. That was a learned experience. So, yes, I will see my way out then.
I'll come help you with magic testing if you want.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like I said, magic is my thing.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Let's head out. She turns and poof, disappears, and you hear dunk appear upstairs, and kind of hurry out of the room, maybe back outside. Is anyone?
I'll follow her.
Yay! Is anyone staying in here with Mort, or is everyone observing his request?
Caleb would have left.
Okay. All right. Garrick, are you heading up as well?
Yeah, private means private.
Okay.
Well, Mort was obviously private, so Katrina couldn't hear the conversation.
Nice. Rowan,
You can stop them from leaving.
nice. Are you heading up as well, Rowan?
Rowan's been praying upstairs
right,
all
you
the
weren't
time.
even down there. Okay. All right. So more, it just leaves you down here. There's a spot to stand on here to do the sending, and it does like the work for you. You mentally kind of go through like, okay, sending, but it's crafted to do all the work for you. What would you like to say as you set that up?
Well, okay. Well, we'll start it off, stand on the rings or whatever, and concentrate on guests on Shuffle Trot. So see if they will accept the message.
Yep. So you'll need to send something sort of like a sending spell first, and then they'll report back like, yeah, we got you.
Okay, so I have to cast sending.
You don't actually have to cast it. It like, there's no spell slot. You just kind of think the way you would with a sending spell. It does all the work for you. But you have to say something, like you have to transmit a message and let them know you can accept video, basically. And they'll go from there.
Shuffle Trot, I would like to attempt a visual conference with you.
All right, you start hearing a reply, and no, that's it. And as she's saying that, she starts, to come into form here. Things kind of shift. There's that light, the scribbling black on that white light starts to kind of fire out in little rays that kind of dot different areas faster, filling it up and creating this projection.
of her and her surroundings. She seems to be in her office. Some familiar, desks, candy desks, and other things show up in there. And as she's excitedly saying all this, she says, "Oh, oh, oh, oh! It's this! Oh, you've
Am I
wow!
limited to 25, like sending, or?
Not any longer.
Oh,
You're
okay.
just communicating now. You
Okay,
don't know how
so
long it'll last yet, though.
okay. Mort will like spin around, like, look at this.
Oh, oh. I haven't seen this in so long. Oh my goodness.
And he'll say, "Good news, we found the room and figured it out. Uh,
Yes,
bad news, Katrina helped us.
Katrina. No,
Yeah,
no, that's
yes,
no.
yes.
What?
The deal, the calamity with Ythazz seems to have affected them
Oh,
and given them substance. They seem to be
oh,
developing corporeal body and such,
all
and
right. They haven't hurt you,
and
have they?
no, that's what um, she told us about this room, and
Oh,
but they're also looking. They're saying that they are opposed to Ythazz and his doings,
right.
and um, offered their help. But we are a little wary. We understand that maybe you have previous dealings.
Mm.
Um,
Here, growl.
okay,
Yes,
I thought that.
yes, I do.
But maybe we want to talk more in person about that. Um,
Yes.
two big items. Um, how fares Zambora?
Um, we're still holding our own. The additional forces of the undead, aren't great. They seem to have some flying undead, but they have not sent them in yet. So we're doing our best to hurriedly prepare for an aerial assault. I mean, I'll have faith in the strength of Zambora and our magic and our technology. The wall
Um,
stands.
yeah. So do we want to try maybe to talk to get together and talk? Do you want to come here? Are you able to come here? Is there a way that you can come here? We have a teleportation circle here.
If I may, I will absolutely. I don't know what's going on with Katrina, but well, I suppose it's been some time, and I guess she's been locked up in the keep. Uh,
Yeah, they say they're still tethered to the mirror and
oh, good.
is insinuating that that might be part of her help. She seems to be repentant, but we're very
Oh,
wary. Um, it
hmm,
seems I'm conjecturing purely that whatever happened with Ythazz being here has
hmm.
something to do with her taking form. But um, so before we progress further, I guess we wanted to get together with you and discuss it and have questions
Ah,
about why she is tethered to the mirror.
I'm happy to mount and answer them, and I have a few questions myself for her. Uh, I'm on my way now. I can't be long. 20 minutes. I can afford 20 minutes, and I have to get back.
Okay.
I It'll take me no more than 15 to get there. I'll see you really soon, Mort. Oh,
Okay. I will gather everyone up to the circle room,
yes. All right. Oh, I'll see you.
and Mort will bow.
Okay. Yeah. That's so cool. Okay, see you soon. And she kind of lets go of that connection, and it fades back out.
All right, and I will scurry upstairs and find Kalen and the rest, and let them know that made contact with Shuffle Trot, and they will meet us in the teleportation circle room
Okay.
to answer our questions.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, you head up to let them know. Rowan's up there in prayers. You kind of pass by Kaylin, Garrick out there as well. Rain outside still casting her. Oh no, her thing's done, so she's back in
Yeah.
wherever. Blueberry and Devanya watching over Aoife, and Aaronwyn and Katrina sort of like back in one of those staring locks, eyes locked. Uh, and as you go to let everyone know, I think we'll wrap up our session right there.
All right.
Yeah.
Yay.
Exciting.
Hey, that was neat. That's so good. That was the big thing I was concerned about. That room. It's like, well, if it's just like descending, it's like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, what's the
But if it's
benefit? Yeah.
if you can have long form conversations, that's a huge. Yeah.
Nice. Good. Yeah, you were talking for at least a minute, or I'd say at least a minute and a half, and it didn't end. So it seems on
At
its
least
own.
a minute is good.
Mhm.
Wow.
So
Indeed.
just hopefully we don't catch anybody in the shower or anything.
Yeah, surprise. Yeah. You hear some noise down there in the night, and Kaylin's down there talking to Brewer in the shower.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh
What's
my
up,
god.
boy? Listen.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Open the trap door here. Better close that.
It's just an armored boot on the instead of a sock on the trap door on Bahamut. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, that's a good. Okay.
We'll have to come up with a system of hanging something on Baphomet to let us know that the room.
Sign in sheet.
Yeah.
Amazing. Oh my goodness. Well,
Galen, you already used it yesterday.
I never get to use it.
That's amazing. Thanks, players. That's so great to hang out with
Thank
you and
you,
play this again. Yeah. Ooh, it hurts. Thanks, viewers, for hanging out. Super nice to have you here, as always, and chill and chat. For anyone that's new, here is our schedule. We have a lot of D&D, mostly in this 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time slot, every night but Thursday. And twice, though, on Saturday, we have a 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern. All the other morning stuff is in flux, is just what I'm going to say for now. So we'll get back with an updated schedule soon. We also have Patreon, yay! So if you're looking to support us in a monetary way, we love Twitch, but we also ask you to consider Patreon. You still get your subscriber die on Patreon, even at that $5 range, and we can give a little more to you through Patreon, and a little more goes to us. We have our drama club tier, which is still my favorite. $20 tier. You get the cool postcard prints and some other stuff. But we have a movie night that we get to do once a month.
This Wednesday is the next one.
Oh, what are we watching this Wednesday?
Labyrinth and the Never-Ending Story.
Oh my.
Oh, yeah. Oh, double.
What a good
header.
combo.
For real, huh?
Get out your 80s nostalgia.
I'll be singing the Never-Ending Story theme song forever. That's it. The whole night. Well, we're going to go ahead and raid our fun friends over at Dork Tales tonight. But it felt good to hang out with y'all today. Check us out again. You've been watching Stormfall, our Friday night high drama club campaign. We just celebrated 4 years with this campaign. So
Yeah.
kind of awesome.
Yeah. 4-year mark.
Have a great night, everyone. We'll catch you all soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, we are done.